Hey, it's Trixie. Welcome to the underground. Ooh, Massachusetts had a little fun yesterday. I'm not in Eastern Mass. I'm in Western Mass, but there was a meteor. Everybody was reporting to the news that there's like a bomb going off. How exciting. We don't have anything happening here. It's kind of boring. Somebody called it at work. Somebody called this, she was from Boston, Cow Town, where I go, I don't see cows. I know it's a smaller city, but like I don't see cows anywhere unless I go like off the Brimfield or I don't even know if I can identify a cow. Okay. So it was a 3 foot wide meteor entering the atmosphere near Mass and New Hampshire border. So, wow, my hair looks whacked. Okay. According to the American Meteor Society, I think it's so exciting. All right, let me tell you, my mom was in the hospital. So every time I go on vacation, my mom goes in the hospital. So next time I'm not going to tell her. So I guess my uncle freaked out because he watches my podcast. Of course, he's my favorite uncle, but not because he watches my podcast, but he's just very delightful. Anyway, he called my mother crying because he's the youngest and she's actually the oldest one left. I keep telling people she's very tough. They they let her out of the hospital like after a couple days. You know why? I went in to visit her and she was mad because they gave her a plastic spoon. So this poor nurse, which I know from work, she's like, "Oh, you're the queen." Oh, unbelievable. Yes, I am. But anyway, she knows me, so it makes it more embarrassing that she's meeting my mother and my mother is like, how do I explain this? A little bit of Joan Crawford, a little bit of Shirley MacLaine. Give my daughter the shot kind of thing. Okay, plastic spoon, like a crime. So she's like, I'm not. I go, Ma, there's probably microplastics in your brain. Anyway, they go off on a wild goose chase for a plastic spoon. Okay, like maybe 10 minutes into it, it's just a cup of soup for crying out loud. You'd eat it with your mouth. I don't know what to tell you. The lady comes in with a big cart going, I'm here to deliver a spoon. I kind of broke out in laughter. So they let her go the next day, obviously. I would too. This is why she wanted me to be a nurse. Are you kidding me? I wouldn't deal with that very well. I'd be like, I don't know what to say, but like, really, the plastics? I still drink out of plastic bottles. There's probably a ton of plastic in my head. Whatever. Doesn't matter. Okay, let me tell you about work. So I go into work and I'm walking down the fruit, like because I don't even eat fruit, but whatever. I'm eating bananas right now. So I'm going down there. I hear a lady screaming. Oh, two people were like fighting, verbally fighting. So what I found out, because I like to get the scoop, I'm a commentator, as you know. This woman was picking strawberries, the good ones, and then putting the bad ones in another package. So she's opening up the package, picking out good strawberries, and leaving the rotten ones for the next person to buy. So this other lady who was older, she was probably 70, said, you can't do that. In Massachusetts, we kind of just tell people off. So the lady goes, mind your own business, old woman. Okay, that's what, it didn't bother me about the strawberries. It bothered me about the ageist remark. I went up to the old woman and I said, don't let her ruin your day. And she goes, well, I am old. I go, I don't care. You did the right thing. She was nuts. Her kid was like sticking the fingers in and eating the strawberries. It was disgusting. So, your hands are full of bacteria and it's disgusting. That's how you get sick is your damn hands. Anyway, I go to a manager, somebody that I know, and I said, listen, man, keep people away from the strawberries because it's disgusting. And I don't know whether I would never, ever, ever. That is so gross. That just taught me everything about packages you can open, like with a banana or watermelon, like a kid can't break through there. So it's pretty safe. But like I'm glad I don't eat fruit. This is disgusting. Of course the kid's not going to break through to get vegetables, but I don't know. I'm trying to eat better. I'm just like at my age, it's like you just eat wrong. Like yesterday I had mozzarella sticks and I'm going to pay for it. I know it. So yeah, what are you going to do? Sometimes I break down and just eat something good. I can't imagine how vegans live. Okay, let's not get into this. Okay, a New Jersey doctor, this is according to the New York Post, new penis enlargement surgery made from filler from a belly fat of dead people. That's really, yeah. I don't think I'd want to do that if I had a penis. Anyway, ladies, next time you go down there, just remember, when you're putting your mouth down there where it's been. Disgusting. Whew. Okay. This crazy stuff that I pick out. I know you guys are like, what's wrong with you? There's important things going on in the world. And, I laugh at everything, no matter how serious it is. And my therapist is like, when you're talking about serious stuff, do you ever not laugh? And I said, no, I have to laugh. So when she's explaining serious things to me, she laughs. She's trying to match my energy. Okay, you can add snake handler to RFK Jr.'s name, the Health and Human Services Secretary. I don't know why he's in charge, but anyway, he's like, snakes in Dr. Oz's driveway. He's at Dr. Oz's in Florida, and there's snakes and alligators walking around regularly everywhere on the sidewalk, whatever, with the iguanas. Anyway, he sees two snakes having sex. It's mating season. What does he do? He interrupts them having sex and just picks them up. They bite the crap out of him, and he's laughing. He is so like sinister. No wonder his family won't talk to him. But like, what do animals do to you? He's eating the dead stuff. He's picking out cutting off dead penises. And what is with him, with the animals? I don't understand this guy. Yeah. Like, I don't like snakes. When I see them, I scream. But they got a right to have sex. Man, I ain't getting it, so let them have it. Okay. That Senate race in Texas, Tallarico and Paxton, Cornyn lost because Trump endorsed Paxton. This guy's been having all kinds of issues, but he's Trump's kind of guy. So anyway, when Paxton was talking in his speech, he said something about him being a vegan. Of course, I eat meat, but yes, I think it's disgusting that they eat vegetables all the time, but it's nice that they don't eat animals. But they were mentioning it like, I guess it's a crime in Texas to be a vegan. Man, I love steak. I love burgers. I'm not giving it up. I don't care if I die. I mean, my friend who's a doctor, he's like, it's heart attack food. Hamburgers, it's heart attack food. I try not to eat a lot of it. Like I was eating it like 2 times a week, and now I cut it back. My doctor's like, I'd rather have you eat steak. Oh, all right. That's like once a month. I don't really. Okay. Steven, I'm a blood-sucking vampire Miller. He's like in Trump's ear all the time. He's like in charge of his immigration policy and all that. He said, quote, the Democrats made history by nominating their first transgender Senate candidate. He's talking about Taylor. So Tallarico, they're calling him trans. I'm going to show him a couple of trans people. And probably Steven wouldn't even be able to tell them apart. It's just, that's how they fight. It's really ugly. Anyway, I don't know. I think that they just make it up out of their ass, pull it out of their ass, just because the guy eats asparagus. This is what the Democrats did in response. They're from their official Twitter account. Shut up, you ugly fuck. He wouldn't be ugly if he wasn't a Nazi. I mean, I don't think he's just ugly. To me, a person is ugly when you talk to them. They become uglier or cuter. He's just such a miserable man and angry and hateful. I don't find that attractive. Maybe his wife does. If I was into Nazi blood-sucking vampires, I'd think he was hot. So then Mrs. Vampire, his wife, Bella Lugosi, she said, quote, this is the woman in charge of the Twitter account. So she's going after her now, Stephen Miller's wife. Quote, she's 30, unmarried, no kids. Okay, what do you mean? Like, to me, this is the cause of my happiness, not married. Oh, if I was straight, I'd be taking care of some guy right now. Make me a sandwich kind of guy. The only good thing about men, I got to say, I mean, they can do all the lifting. And, other than that, what do? They lift and they fix things. So they do have their place in society. They can't run the countries. They're terrible. Look at what's going on. That's all they want to do is get greedy and get more land and more power. That's so ugly to me. I'm not attracted to that. So I think 30 unmarried with kids. I have men arguing with me all the time. We're not having enough children. Well, I guess go to the foster homes, go to adoption centers. There's plenty of unwanted kids. So don't force people to have kids if they don't want to have kids. People aren't even having sex. The people in their 20s, not even having sex. Okay. So I'm just pretty sure Stephen Miller, she's pregnant. His wife is pregnant. He did do a good thing ushering her out of the White House Correspondents' Dinner when people were getting shot at. So he was protecting his pregnant wife, which was good. But I just think, I have this image, and I just think, I'm not saying it's happening. I'm going to put allegedly so they don't come after me. But I think like when they were having sex and the baby was conceived, that they must have been watching those Hitler videos when he's screaming and frothing at the mouth, and it turns him on. I don't know. It's a strong case for abortion, isn't it? That's horrible. I couldn't believe I said that. Bad. Sometimes I'm bad. But yeah, I think of that. Like, Hitler's mother probably should have not had him. It would save a lot of people, from dying. And that's the way I think. It's kind of crazy, I know. Every time Trump is president, we have some kind of massive outbreak. So the COVID thing, does he cause it? No. But does he contain it? No. Now we got to worry about bleeding out of our eyes, Ebola. Because all this stuff that we cut the aid in Africa with AIDS and all this. Now we got Ebola, okay? Where you're bleeding out every orifice of your body, okay? So I'll tell you, if it comes over here, we had an American doctor that he's okay now. But I don't want Ebola. I got enough problems. Add Ebola to the list. Okay. According to Worcester police, a man who was being transported by ambulance to UMass Memorial Hospital for mental health reasons broke out of the vehicle of the ambulance and jumped into the lake. Now we know how he was picked up for mental health reasons. That is kind of funny. Okay. Will Taylor Swift take Kelce's last name? No, she won't. Why? She's a strong woman. Will she hyphenate it? Very possible. Taylor Swift Kelce. He's not going to be Travis Swift, although that doesn't sound bad. I don't know. He would do that, wouldn't he? They're both like famous in their own right. So I can't say, do not take out Swift. I love Taylor Swift's name. Taylor Swift Kelce. That'll be cool. So I heard that they're making their guests go solo. So they're doing no plus ones. I'll go. I don't mind. I'm alone anyway. Who am I going to take? I don't know. But one guest was saying, no, I won't. So they're trying to keep it private. They don't want you. You know what a big deal it's going to be, how much you'd be paid for like wedding photos for that? I'll be on the guest list, sweetie. Page 6, New York Post. Kelly Dodd from the Real Housewives of Orange County. Prosecutors are accusing her of revenge porn. Ooh, she could go to jail for that one. So the accusation, she shared footage of her recording. She recorded a woman, and I don't know who this person is. Maybe an ex. I don't know. I don't really know a lot about her. I did watch Orange County. I kind of liked her. Why do I like such bad women? Anyway, she recorded a woman having sex and masturbating. That would get me off. That would not get me off. That would make me kind of upset. The woman is like obviously distressed over that. I mean, you're not, when you're having sex, your kind of inhibitions are down, especially if you're masturbating. According to court documents by page 6. So obviously she's got emotional distress. I know when I was with one of my exes, she was bipolar. Anyway, she told me, because we recorded a sex video, she's like, when we broke up, can you please delete it? And I was like proud of the recording. And I said, of course I'm not gonna, what do you think I'm gonna do with it? Watch it? We're not together. Or sell it? I'm not that kind of person. I wouldn't want that done to me. So I deleted it. You know, I never watched it anyway after we broke up. I just like kind of don't like get rid of things. You know, that's my thing. But she can rest assured it's gone. Okay, according to NFL.com, tight end George Kittle from the 49ers saved his wife from a spider who invaded her restroom. Yeah, I kind of get freaked out by bugs. You're not. I heard you're not supposed to kill a spider because it's like bad luck. I didn't know that. I know about the mirror. You know, whatever. Black cats, all this other stuff. Bad luck. I didn't know killing a spider. They're amazing how they can make their webs, and if you destroy the webs, they don't get upset. They just build another web. I think that's pretty cool. So then PETA got mad because he killed a spider, saying, quote, spiders deserve a good day too. You know, not in my house, though. You know what I mean? I do pick up if I see a bee, because I got Amityville Horror on my porch with the bee's nest up there. I kind of just, if a straggler gets caught in my porch, I just kind of scoop him up, put him in a cup, and then I send him on his way. I didn't kill the mouse, too. I didn't kill that mouse. I just brought it outside. It was in my cat's mouth. Okay. Man, I think I have a bad week. That's horrible. Donald Trump Jr. just got married in the Bahamas. Who wasn't there? His father. He's too busy golfing. You know, that's pretty. He couldn't name the bride either. He's a great father. I'm sorry. Thank God he's not my dad, my husband, anything. I wouldn't want him in oh, he is powerful. Maybe for something. Maybe he could get me something. I don't know. Okay. First, a woman fell and died in a manhole. Then a woman was killed by an umbrella. And yesterday, my boss wanted me to go do a event in Greenfield, nonetheless. I did meet a nice-looking woman. Anyway, okay. I don't think like that when I'm working, but she was good. Okay, so he went to an event in Torrington, Connecticut. And I was like, you're crazy. It's like a monsoon out there. It's windy. It's rainy. So, yeah, the lady got killed by an umbrella while she was sitting. This was on Memorial Day weekend. Sitting in a restaurant. Boom! The thing kills her. That's what happens. So, what did my boss tell me? He's like, yeah, I was in, flags were flying up. It's other people's tents that aren't secure. You secure them with weights, but wind? I mean, come on, it's crazy over here. So, yeah, he said two of the tents flew off, and he's like, I'm done. Yeah, I get it. I said, I'm not doing it. So we went inside and we're harassing people in there and stalking them. Anyway, because I got my friend working with me now, and we had a good day together. She didn't get anything, but she was hustling out there. It's really hard. People are just so rude, and they're poor. And I did talk to a nice psychotherapist or psychologist. She was like, "You're a riot. You should be a comedian." Oh, I never heard that before. So I said, "No, I just talk funny. I'm not like a comedian. That's the way I talk." So we were just getting into stuff. I get so interested in people that I forget what I'm doing for a job. Okay, so what else is going on? Oh, anyway, well, the woman, I guess, hit her on the head and neck, and that's how she died. Can you imagine being killed by an umbrella? Died by umbrella. I mean, died by manhole cover. I mean, yeah. I mean, I guess when I go, I don't want to have an umbrella do me in. The Treasury Department is working on a $250 bill with Trump's face on it. Good thing I got the passport before, because I would cut it out. I mean, are you kidding me? Why do we want to see his face? He's living. He's not supposed to have that happen. Of course, the idiots in Congress are going to put that forward. Right now, it's being stalled. So, anyway, not to be outdone, gorgeous Gavin Newsom, is unveiling a $1 trillion bill with his and Elon Musk's face on it. I just love him. He's like Trump, but on the left. I mean, I want his face on my money. According to CNN, Trump has threatened 1 out of 13 countries in the world. I mean, hopefully our non-DEI military, headed by that lovely man, Hegseth, who's always in a good mood, can stand being... I mean, the thing is like we're wasting our military on this crap. And with Iran droning on and on and on, we got nothing left if we have more risk. You know, I doubt we're going to stop Iran from getting a nuclear weapon if they want one. You know, I don't think, what are we going to do? Just constantly be at war? Just doesn't work. Artists are dropping out of the Great American State Fair planned by Freedom. It's a Trump organization. It's a Trump-backed group. And Milli Vanilli was set to perform. There is no Milli Vanilli. I went to see Milli Vanilli. They were lip-syncing. It wasn't even the guys. So Milli Vanilli said, "Hey, it's not us. It's a tribute band. If Vanilla Ice is scheduled to perform, I'm sorry, but Flo Rida, I mean, that's not laughable. But everybody's dropping out. Martina McBride, Morris Day and the Time, Young MC. I saw him in concert too. That was the same concert as Milli Vanilli. I think Seduction was in there too. Bret Michaels, CNC Music Factory. Wow, we don't really know what CNC Music. Well, did you see that guy? Freedom Williams with that video. I couldn't understand half of what he was saying because it was like profanity laced, and he was like MF this, F this. I couldn't understand a word. So you guys are going to have to check it out whether he goes or not. I'm not sure. But I'm going to celebrate my 4th without that. I'm going to do something else. I got plans. I finally got plans. All right, guys. Hope you enjoyed the show. Keep subscribing, and thank you for your support. Love you. See you next week.